Hey guys, it's Mark here. I have not been able to make any videos because of weather issues and extreme wind issues. But I did want to address something that's really bad. It seems like, I'm not sure if it's where your people are buying these quads from, but the quality control has gone down the shit chute bad, especially with the FPV1 controller, also known as the advanced controller. That's here. This is the FPV2 controller, also known as the standard controller. I was lucky and bought mine. I bought the standard version h501s in November of 2016. No problems, no issues, everything's great, quad flies fine. The H109 X4 Pro with this controller was bought in December of 2016 from GearBest. I've never had problems with products from GearBest, but I'm not sure if it's where you buy it from or if it's just quality control in general. But I have been contacted in the last couple months by at least 20, 30, 40 people, and in the last week people are buying the so-called advanced H501s when there is nothing advanced about it. It is the exact same quad. It just comes with this controller, and the only difference between these controllers is this one's a little bit more hobby grade. It has rubber sides, and you can feel more definition in the control gimbals, the control sticks. See how they kind of have springs, so you know when you're going straight up or whatever. These ones are kind of, they don't spring back as well, but you know what, the screen is a hell of a lot bigger than that little one. You see the difference? This does come with a sunscreen, but you can get a sunscreen for this one. This one already, the FPV1 does have external antenna modification, not modification, it has external antennas already. And if you look closely at that, that's called an SMA connector on top. There's a little pinhole in the middle. That's a female SMA. It's like a coax cable, because there are two wires that come off the module and run to the panel antennas. There's two wires in here, not one. There's also two wires that run to the dipole antenna. It needs to create a loop circuit for both. Well, one person in particular, just to name like 3 problems out of about 100, got a bad wire from here to the 2.4 gigahertz control module. Took his quad out to fly, and lo and behold, it crashed. Sent the controller back to Hubsan. They fixed the wire, or I think he actually got a new wire, I'm not sure, and then realized he had a bad locator inside of the controller and could not elevate his quad at all. Had to send it back again. I think it's been 3 or 4 months, and that he still has not made a video with his advanced H501s. Trust me, there is nothing advanced about this controller. It actually requires a 3S 11.1 volt LiPo. This one, this FPV2, only requires a 2S 7.4 volt LiPo. It does exactly the same thing that the FPV1 transmitter does, except now the standard controller, or the FPV2, is coming with, if you want to do the external antenna modifications, they're making it very difficult, because instead of having simple SMA connectors up here with a wire running down to the module that just pops on. IPEX or pigtail connection it's called, estimated IPEX. They are now taking this 2.4 gigahertz from here down to the module and soldering it, making it damn near impossible to do the modifications. You'd either have to reverse solder it and then split your antenna kit open and solder the wires like that. So that's kind of stupid. I'm not sure why they did that. The 5.8 should still be the same and not be soldered. But this is coming, the FPV1 or advanced controller is coming with all sorts of problems. You know, I named one, the guy had a bad 2.4 wire and couldn't control his quad. He gets it back and then he finds out he has a bad locator and can't even fly anyways. In the last week I've been contacted by 5 people that are having problems with their screen. The screen doesn't light up at all. So they told them to open it up and check the connections. That didn't work. Also, the switches don't work. Return to home doesn't function. I can go on and on and on, but I'm not going to. I'm just trying to sternly warn you, if you are going to purchase a Hubsan product, either the h501s advanced, or there's not an advanced, you just get a different controller, or, you know, I haven't heard any problems about this. This comes with this controller with the low and medium edition. It comes with a huge controller when you get the high edition, which I don't recommend because it runs off an app, an Android app, which these don't. And you know, it's sad to see Hubsan's quality control go down like that. I still recommend the standard controller because it was made, if you're going to buy the h501s, get this and get the white European style quad. It seems to have a lot less problems than the black ones. However, you are going to have to deal with that 2.4 gigahertz wire coming soldered to the module. I've seen people take the stock tiny little 2.4 gig, it's about that big, and there's just enough wire to hot glue it outside of the controller, so at least it's external. You can still do your 5.8 unless they decide to solder that too. But this is called the FPV1 controller. It already has the external antennas, but it's coming with a lot of problems, and it's not an easy fix. So at this point, you know, I'm just trying to let you guys know what's happening. I still recommend this controller for the h501s because that's what it was made and designed for. This one was made and designed for the h109s X4 Pro, the big one. That's why you have a potentiometer here and here, there and there, T1, T2. It's to move the camera's gimbal up and down. And also, this Hubsan panel antenna that comes with this is what you're going to get, is this. This is garbage. I figured out mine was built backwards. I have all these different antennas laying out here for a reason. I'm going to be testing, as soon as the weather permits, I'm going to be testing all these different antennas. But I'll get into that in another video. I just wanted to share some of the things that people are contacting me about, especially about the h501s and the advanced or FPV1 controller. Beware, it's probably going to come with something faulty. I'm not sure if it's where people are buying it from. I bought mine from GearBest. I have never had a problem with anything. I've never heard of any problems with the X4 Pro, but the h501s, it was a great quad. Now they're soldering the wires, doing all sorts of goofy stuff, and the quality control is just not there anymore, guys. So with that, I will as soon as I can, I'm going to be testing every one of these antennas. You know, this one is the claim to fame right here, the XDA model 3-panel open-faced antenna. This is a brand new one by Hubsan. This is also a 3-panel open-faced antenna. It's actually built a little bit better than the XDA model, you see that? And there's solder points inside there, look a little bit better. This one's from BTG. This is a Hubsan. This is an Amway 5.8 gigahertz transmission antenna that I am going to put on here, because this is just basically a round dipole transmission antenna for the 5.8. But anyways, we'll get into that in another video. I just wanted to let you know about the quality control with Hubsan, especially with this controller. When you buy the h501s and you get this controller, be prepared for problems. And also be prepared to buy an aftermarket panel antenna, because this thing sucks. And that's what you're gonna get. Alright, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and as soon as the weather permits, I will be testing all of these antennas and let you know what happens. See you guys later.